Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna talk about this score and the theme, The Mission from Ennio Morricone. It's probably one of my top 5 film scores of all time. And there were a lot of moments in my life where I listened to this album and a happy tear dropped out of my eyes. And I could literally listen to this soundtrack till the end of time, and chances are I'll be the happiest man alive. So yes, as you can probably tell, I love this score very much. Oh yes, and before I forget, welcome to my second video in my new series of golden movie themes. So Ennio Morricone, the maestro, the legend and a revolutionist, and one of the most important composers, not just in film, but in music history overall. He is perhaps most famous for doing scores for Western movies, and the theme for The Good, the Bad and the Ugly might be his most prominent one. But he has done so much more outside the Western genre, with excellent scores for movies like Once Upon a Time in America, The Thing, Mission to Mars, The Untouchables, and lately he also composed Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight in 2015, which got him only his first Oscar win in the Best Original Score category, which made him the oldest recipient in the Academy Awards history. But that was actually not his first Oscar, because he got an honorary Oscar in 2007, or better to say a Lifetime Achievement Academy Award. So you see why this is such a legend, and I haven't even started to talk about my personal favorite of his scores, The Mission. Now, The Mission is a religious film, or to be more precisely about the experiences of Jesuit missionary in 18th century South America. And everything I just said you can actually hear in the soundtrack itself, because Morricone used the bow and the flute as the main instruments for the beautiful melody, liturgical chorals for the religious element of the story, and native drums and Spanish guitars as representatives of the culture the movie is about. And this movie is actually a rare case where the music totally outshined the film. Not that it's a bad movie, it was actually nominated for several Academy Awards, including Best Picture. But the score was so much better than the movie itself, because probably no one even talks about or remembers this movie. But everybody remembers this score. And the best proof for that is that it was selected as the 23rd best film score in the American Institute's 100 Years of Film Scores. And although I would personally rank it a little bit higher, this is truly an amazing recognition for Ennio Morricone. And the fact that this score didn't win the Academy Award is just, well, foolish. But I won't get too much into that foolish decision, because then I could talk for an entire day. And that's not the point of this video, so let's get going on with celebrating this soundtrack. Now, as this series is called Golden Movie Themes, I will always recommend to you one track from the soundtrack album that is my personal favorite and that I can listen to till the end of time on repeat. And for this soundtrack album I will already make an exception, because there are so many great compositions on this album that it is impossible to pick only one. Probably the track I listened to the most was actually the first track on the soundtrack album, called On Earth as It Is in Heaven. But Gabriel Sobo, Vita Nostra, Falls, River or any other track on the album are so memorable that, as I said, it is impossible to pick only one. So I found the perfect solution with the help of Ennio Morricone himself, who made a special concert version of the Mission soundtrack that lasts about 9 minutes and has all the best moments of the score that feel as they were never separated and were made as a one entity. So therefore, when I want to enjoy the soundtrack of the Mission, I listen to this concert version. So I will put the link for it down below so you can immediately check it out after this video. So to sum it all up, there is really no point in saying anything about the soundtrack for the Mission other than listen to it, enjoy and be thankful for it. So that's why it's not only a deserving golden movie theme, but also a much needed golden movie theme in this series. Thank you so much for watching. This was my second video in the new series. Please check my first video for the Terminator theme, with which I had a lot of fun. And most importantly, if you have any suggestions for which movie theme should we celebrate, please tell me in the comments down below. That's the whole point of the golden movie theme series. And of course, as always, if you love movie soundtracks or movies in general, feel free to subscribe, because this is the channel for you. So subscribe, click the thumbs up button if you like this particular video. It really means a lot to me. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next time.